How's it going, everybody? So today I wanted to make this video not so much as a tutorial but more as a rant slash tutorial. What I wanted to go over is grenades and how frustrating it is to see people go into a game, spend all their money on grenades, and then by the end of the round still have all the grenades, and yeah, it's kind of pointless to be spending the money on grenades if you're not going to use them properly. So I wanted to just a quick overview, I guess, of each grenade and how I guess they should be used, or and how not to use them in a way. So first off, frag grenade. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's not much to know about a frag grenade except for deal damage to somebody, especially around corners and stuff like that. Mainly it's about flashes, smokes, and Molotovs. So flashes. Now a lot of the times you see flashbangs being used. It's very frustrating. Even at some of the higher ranks, even at like LE, LEM games, you still see them using flashes wrong. Not wrong, but just not optimally. So pretty much, if you're holding a site and the enemy team, you know they're about to push. Just wait for this freeze time. Sorry. You know they're about to push. You don't have to flash to where they're standing. In other words, so if they're sitting, we'll go with Nana for example. As soon as this round ends, with Nana, if they're around this corner and you know they're about to push, smokes come over and that, you do not have to peg your smoke flashbang around the corner. One, it's just going to go past them and it's not going to flash them, and two, that's pretty much it. It's just going to go past them, it's not going to flash them. So what you should do, I should say, is throw it, like, oh, wow, fail. Throw it into the pit. That way it's where they're looking. You know what I mean? You want to be able to have it so where they're looking is where the flashbang goes, because they're not going to run in backwards and the flash not going to work. So if they're coming in, smokes are going over, you know, they've done whatever they have to, and they're about to push, and a flashbang comes there, it's going to fully blind them. Even though it's not right in front of them like some people think, it's where they're looking. So it's going to be a full flashbang. Another thing people need to notice about is how easy it is to dodge flashbangs when people from, I guess, in certain ways. So if you're like, if you throw a flashbang like that, 9 out of 10 times, the terrorist is going to see the big flashbang coming, and they're just going to go, whoop, and it's not going to flash them at all. Right, so you want to. That's why pop flashing is such a big thing, especially at higher ranks. A lot of the pros and all that kind of stuff, they pop flash as best they can. That way, they don't have enough time to react to flashes. You know what I mean? Like that time, if you're there, you would have only seen it to there, so you got like half a second to go, oh, didn't turn around, versus seeing a big flashbang come off that wall or anything like that. So that's the main thing I wanted to say about flashbangs, is don't just peg it at people or past people, and try and do your best to do, you know, those pop flashes instead of trying to flash like that, you know, flash like that, so that way they don't have time to react to it. So I land on top of that, it's going to flash everybody. Smoke grenades, same thing with smoke grenades. You see, like, even as a terrorist at the start of the round, people will buy a smoke grenade, come up here and just peg the smoke grenade to top mid. To my main guess would be to block off the AWPer, but if you're having troubles with an AWPer, there are plenty of other ways and more efficient ways to deal with that, with something like that you're worrying about. So again, it's another, just mainly based on wasting your grenades for no complete reason, just spending $300 and just throwing a grenade just for the sake of throwing a grenade so it looks like you're throwing one. So if you're having troubles with, we're using Inferno as an example, if you're having troubles with top mid, always run up along this left wall. They can't see you when you're up there. Come to this bin, crouch. Now on this window here, it's broken up into 3 sections, 1, 2, 3. If you aim here in the middle of the top section while crouched, and you just left click your grenade, it'll bounce around, smoke off mid for your end, but it'll also give you a nice little one-way smoke that the AWPer has low visibility for the AWPer to see your head in there, and if they are being aggressive for whatever reason, you can tend to get a free kill off that. So that's just another reason. Just same thing with flashbangs. Again, people just, you know, for no reason, just, you know, run and throw it, and it does nothing. It's not flashing anybody. It's just wasting $200 and that utility that you can be using later on in the round. So with smokes, same thing. You know, like, you obviously want to use it to cut off angles, not just to waste money. which just sounds stupid when you say it like that, but it's amazing how many times, especially in like even in retakes, you know, if you're coming into it, or we'll go with B-bomb site, you know, I mean, if you know there's one nana and maybe one in sight, all of a sudden you have a smoke grenade. Now I don't have to worry about that nana player. I can only worry about that dude in sight. Or if they're in con, same thing. You know, use that one smoke grenade. Now I can clear the rest of the site while not having to worry about that as a bad smoke. But you get the point. Using your grenades to their full potential instead of just wasting them. Or you see people, you know, especially if there's still more than one person left, 3 people, and like there's a terrorist, they've smoked off main for it against you, and you're trying to retake, and people just run in, fucking throwing flashbangs, doing nothing. You know, they're not utilizing. By the time that they throw that flashbang and they come around the corner, well, they're unblind, and all of a sudden they're bursting someone that's not blind, and that flash was pointless again. Now, Molotovs are extremely overpowered, and still, every game, people, I don't know if they just don't realise how overpowered they are, or they just don't want to buy them for some reason. The terrorist Molotov is actually, in my opinion, better. I'm pretty sure it does more damage, but the spread is less. I'm pretty sure that's the difference between them. Molotovs do stack damage, so if you double Molotov, your health will go down twice as fast, as you just seen down there in the bottom left. Versus if there's just one Molotov. So, especially in Inferno, I'm sure a lot of people have seen it in programs. The way that the current meta is for Inferno, is at the start of the round, a CT will smoke the bottom of Nana for you, and then the 2 B players, one will Molotov close, and one will Molotov further than that. Oh, don't hit that, otherwise Molotov's pointless. One will Molotov further, and the point is, it covers the entire Nana, so that they can't, and then all of a sudden they have complete control of Nana by investing a couple $100, about $1,000 between 3 people. They all of a sudden have control of Nana, control of the map, and then they can just rotate smokes down the bottom, or even just have one dude posted up on car with an AWP, just spotting it, and the other dude can, all of a sudden you can 4-stack it. B. Now, 4-stack A, sorry. So, a lot of people, what they do is they smoke, double Molotov, and then double nade tree, because that's the only place that doesn't get covered by the Molotov. But all of a sudden, you know, that's good. You don't have to worry about that, and you have complete control now. Molotovs also, you know, if you're coming up mid, you know, and think there's a dude in cubby, gives you that safe option. You know, you don't have to expose yourself. You know, and they're either A, gonna sit in there burning, or B, they're gonna have to run out. Most likely, they're gonna jump to try and, you know, get out of the fire. And if they're jumping, then obviously they're not going to be able to aim properly, and it's a free kill. You know what I mean? So it's just a little rant that I wanted to go on about. You know, you see people even at the higher rank games, they're not using all their grenades. You know, they by the end of the round, they still got all their grenades, and it's like, well, we're losing jungle every round, but you know, you're dying with 3 grenades still on you, a smoke grenade and 2 flashes, and it's like, well, how are you losing it? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you know what I'm saying. Of course you do. So that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to really go on about, is just people not using the grenades. Like, you know what I mean? I had this one person ask me, what's better to buy, you know? Famous armor and nades, or an M4 and kit, you know? And I said to him, well, an M4 and kit, you know? And everyone's like, well, no, you need grenades. And I said, yeah, but I've been watching him play. He's just buying grenades and not using any of them. Or if he's using them, he's wasting them. He's just, you know, flashing nothing for the point of nothing, you know. I was flashing to delay their push, but they weren't getting ready to push, you know what I mean? It's just wasting $200. So, at least a kit, you can't misuse a kit, you know what I mean? It's either you're using it to defuse, or you're dropping it for someone else if you die. There's no way to misuse a kit, you know, you don't have to worry about it. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I will have to probably edit this video to change the clicky noise of the keys. But yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed. If you did enjoy, just leave a like or a comment, or if you have any questions or anything like that. Thank you.